To module number 4, portfolio management principles. The contents that we would cover as a part of this particular module would include the following. At level 1 recall, we shall look into the names of the 5 principles upon which effective portfolio management is based. And at level 2, identify learning. We will look into the keys to success in relation to principle number 1, senior management commitment. We will look into keys to success in relation to principle number 2, governance alignment and issues to consider in an effective portfolio governance structure. We will look into the keys to success in relation to the 3rd principle, which is strategy alignment. We will look into the key services a portfolio office provides, the keys to service, the keys to success, and how it differs from a program or keys to success in relation to principles. Principle number 5, change control. So these are the areas of our consideration. Let me take you through the names of the 5 principles on the next slide. So the names of the 5 principles are senior management commitment, governance alignment, strategy alignment, portfolio office, energized change culture. We shall examine each of these principles in greater detail in the next few slides. A quick reminder, the portfolio management principles represent the foundations upon which effective portfolio management is built by providing the organizational environment in which the portfolio definition and delivery practices can operate effectively. These are general principles. These are quite generic in nature. The way in which they are applied must be tailored to suit the organizational circumstances, whilst ensuring the underlying rationale is being maintained. So let's kind of start off with the first principle, which is senior management commitment. Now, senior level engagement is crucial in 3 different ways. Number 1, the engagement of the senior managers would provide a mechanism to prioritize the program and project portfolio in line with the business objectives. We could get interesting feedback and inputs from the senior management to prioritize and rank our change initiatives. Number 2, it's crucial in the sense that it creates a clear decision-making structure with agreed lines of accountability so that decisions are made swiftly and in line with the business strategy. And number 3, demonstrating that senior management is committed to the change is the 3rd crucial way in which senior management commitment could be obtained. Ideas. What are the ways in which senior managers should support portfolio management? We've got some interesting ideas over here. The senior managers could publicly champion and positively communicate the value of portfolio management within their areas of command, and particularly when the going gets tough and circumstances demand it. For example, when an initiative is terminated, that's when there has to be a positive communication from the senior management. The second one, personal, active, and positive participation in the process is key. Contributing their expertise to the development of portfolio management across the organization is a way in which senior managers could support portfolio management. By taking effective steps to ensure compliance with portfolio governance and prevent pet projects from being progressed under the portfolio radar is another good way in which senior managers could support portfolio management. By explaining the rationale for their decisions to their staff, and by personally demonstrating the behaviors essential to the success of portfolio management, i.e. senior managers must walk the talk. For example, if the senior managers agree on a prioritization model, they should not try to bypass that model by introducing their pet projects into the portfolio. That is just an example of walking the talk. So what are the keys to success in the context of this principle? We've got 5 keys to success. Senior management champion is a key to success. A management board member champions the implementation of portfolio management. The second key to success is clearly defined roles, responsibilities, and accountabilities. The roles of key positions are clearly defined and understood. Third one is active engagement. The management board makes decisions regarding prioritization of change initiatives and allocation/reallocation of funds. The fourth success factor is a compelling vision for the portfolio. The senior managers can see how it relates to the organization's strategic objectives. And the final success factor is alignment with the reward and recognition strategies, reflecting new ways of working and required corporate behaviors in senior managers' personal objectives. So these are the keys to success in the context of obtaining senior management commitment. So please do revise and revisit these keys to success prior to your exam. Let's move on to principle number 2, which is governance alignment. Effective governance requires clarity about what decisions are made, where are they made, by whom are these decisions made, and what criteria are used in reaching those decisions. And effective portfolio governance also means that the governance of the portfolio needs to reflect and be consistent with the wider organizational governance model. Additional ideas on the next slide. Now, one of the questions that could be asked in the context of governance is, which initiatives should be subjected to portfolio governance? Should we include all change initiatives? Well, a good side of that particular thought is it provides an overview of all change initiatives, which can be aligned to the organization's strategic objectives, helps provide a complete view on resource requirements. But the risk is the governance bodies could be overwhelmed with a lot of data. They might be restricted in their time in terms of evaluating certain data. So when we include all of the initiatives under a particular portfolio, there could be an overwhelming of data that portfolio governance body would be loaded with. Should we include those projects that make a material contribution to the organizational strategic objectives, which seems to be the case in a lot of organizations? Should we include only initiatives that go above a particular threshold, let's say above $500,000, or above a particular risk threshold, but with checks that sub-portfolios are consistent with the organizational level portfolio, that initiatives are not deliberately disaggregated into smaller initiatives to avoid portfolio governance, to inform resource management decisions and assessment of impact on operations.